today's live stream. My name is Ozair, and it is 3 o'clock in the afternoon, 6th of Jan 2023 in the UK. Every weekday on a Tuesday and Friday, I go live and cover topics such as Google Ads, YouTube ads, online digital marketing, anything and everything to help you generate more leads or sales for your business. And during this session, I will also, try my best to answer any questions you may have. So if you're watching this live, either on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or what's the last one? LinkedIn. Um, Please put your comments or questions in the comment box around the video, and I'll put them in the queue towards the end of the session. Quite a few questions have already been sent across to me, so let's get started without further ado. So I want to share my screen, but before I do that, I just want to make sure everything is working fine, which it is. That's good. All right. Da, 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 da. Okay. Now you might not be able to read the question on the screen. It might be too small for you, if especially if you are watching on a mobile. I'll read them out each and every one so you can follow me what I'm answering. All right. So first of all, thank you to everyone who send these questions on a regular basis. And without these questions, it will be pretty boring. So the first question is from Ong Zin Wu. Can Google Ads have bad effect on my website SEO if I run ads for one of my blog posts? No, actually, it will complement rather than hinder or have any bad effect on your website SEO. SEO is search engine optimization, completely opposite or different to Google Ads. SEO is going to take you a long time. It's kind of like going to the gym. You have got to go on a regular basis. You cannot get the results in a matter of days or weeks. And don't expect too much too quickly from SEO, because this is an ongoing process. For my business, especially in the digital marketing and Google Ads niche, like everything else, it's extremely competitive because I'm competing with some very high authority websites. So after about 3 years or so, now we are starting to get our blog post ranked on Google page one. So it wasn't easy. It required a lot of resources, time, efforts, and money to get our rankings. And now I think we are at a place where it's starting to really increase our organic traffic. Ads, on the other hand, is kind of like putting fuel on a fire. It's going to accelerate that process, get more visitors to your website or blog. One little, a very big tip, I should say, I'm going to give you is this. Before you start doing any SEO, run ads. And I'll tell you why. It's because if you start doing SEO and you targeted the wrong keywords which don't convert, then you're wasting a lot of money. But if you run ads first, know which keywords are converting, which ones aren't converting, then you go after those converting keywords and start creating content for SEO and organic traffic. Then you know that you are targeting the right group or set of keywords. So that's what I would do. But in short, no, it won't have any effect whatsoever on your SEO. Okay, the next question is, what kind of photos and videos can I use in Performance Max? I don't have a generic store, but my store sells things related to outdoor sports. If it was a specific niche, it would be easier for photos and videos because the products would all be in the same segment. But in my case, how can I advertise all products? All right. So even if you were in every sport like football, golf, boxing, or whatever is its own niche. You cannot have a sport in a generic niche, right? So football shoes would be different to tennis shoes, to running shoes, and golfing shoes, and so on. So what you want to do is you create these campaigns per sport. So you create one campaign, performance max. So it could be video, it could be display, it could be search, just for tennis. Another campaign, you segment it out for golf. Another one could be for soccer or football or whichever sport goods you sell. And then you just put those specific uh, photos and videos of for that sport in that campaign. That's how I would do it. Or you can create those asset groups as well separately, but segment them out, and it will be much easier to separate the sports by each campaign because then you can control the budget because you don't want football to eat up all the budget and golf or boxing or any other sport don't get a look in. So that's how I would go about doing it. I can see some questions coming through. So please put them in and I will uh, answer them towards the end of the session. And if you haven't joined our Facebook group, please do so. It's free to join. We've got a nice little community of like minded professionals who help each other out. And if you have any problems, questions, queries, put in there a comment or a question, and somebody will help you. So the screen on the screen, the URL for that Facebook group is on there for you. All right. Once I copy and paste, should I pause the original campaign? Okay, Andrew. So I think what you're asking is you trying to create multiple campaigns from one campaign and then maybe trying different bidding strategies or different targets, CPA or ROAS. No, I wouldn't pause the original campaigns if it is running. Don't touch it. If it is running fine, do the experiments in the new one. So let's say you had a target CPA campaign running and you had bid $10 to get a lead and you're running fine, but now you want to test whether you can get more leads or cheaper leads at $8, then you copy that campaign, paste it. It's very quick and easy to do it in editor. In fact, it is lightning fast, and I would highly recommend that you use Google Ads editor for this. And then make the new campaign as 8 TCPA and run both and see which one is performing better. Okay. Which goal should we select for maximum conversions while creating a campaign for interior decorator? Lead form submissions, lead calls, or estimate requests or contacts? Well, it really depends on what the call to action is on your landing page. So obviously you got the leads. The form is leads, or if you want them to call, make a call. So that's a different call to action than submitting a form. Lead calls or the calls are the best type or form of leads because somebody is calling you or your business. They're on the phone to you. You have the opportunity to close or convert that lead. Whereas when someone sends in a form, then it's a case of toing and froing when you get them on the call. What I would recommend is use something like uh, an app like Calendly, where you put it on your website or landing page and let the visitor book their appointment in the calendar. So you and them both know what time and what date the appointment is. Because when you try and call them, they may be in an office or on holiday or time off work or whatever. So that's what I would do. So you can have all of these as conversion goals, right? So you can have a lead form submission, you can have a lead calls, you can have booked appointments, or request for quotations. Depends on how you've set up your landing page. All right, my website is for tour and travels. For many years, its Google Ads account was doing well, but one day it got suspended due to unacceptable business practices. After that, I tried using new computer, new IP address, different payment, new domain, but all accounts get suspended in circumventing system policy. Many times I've also submitted the appeal form, but after some time, the form is submitted, the account is suspended for unacceptable business practice. Okay, so Google's terms and policies, um, they change regularly. So if it was working well before and it's not working now, that means you are breaching some kind of Google policy, and you've got to study those and make sure that you are not breaching them. So don't think that, oh, well, it was working fine before. Why they're suspending me now? Is because some of the policies have changed, and you need to make and implement those changes on your website or wherever you're sending the traffic. Making a new account, a new domain, new IP, new payment won't help, because Google is a lot more clever than all of us. They know exactly who we are, what we do, and basically you can't fool them. My advice to you is to look at what is the problem. Keep going back, because every time you submit a form, they have to investigate, they have to look, try to get a manual review as well, rather than that automated review done by bots. And then hopefully you'll get your account back. But my recommendation is not to try new things or new accounts, because it will keep on getting suspended and you'll get more frustration. So try and get to the bottom of this problem as to what are you doing, which is suspending your account. Okay, a video on Google Ads for real estate business, and if with a net commission of example 2000 USD, what can be the CPA? So what you're saying is that every time you get a conversion or a customer, you net a conversion of 2000 US dollars. That means you earn $2000. What you're asking me is what should be the CPA? I cannot answer that for you. In fact, nobody can answer that for you. I don't know what are your overheads, your lifestyle, how your business has been set up, and so on. You can afford to pay 50, 100, $200 for that customer, or you can even afford to pay $1,500 for a customer. Because if that customer has got um, a lifetime value of, let's say, 10,000, then why wouldn't you pay more to get that lead, or acquire that customer? So without knowing your situation and how many transactions happen after that initial transaction, is the customer coming back every month, every 2 months? And let's say they come back 5 times in the next 12 months and they're spending an average of 5,000, then your customer lifetime value is quite high. And then you need to work out how much you can afford to pay to acquire a customer. The bottom line is, in this game of online digital marketing or any kind of marketing, be it digital or offline, always remember this: the person or company willing and able to pay the most to acquire a lead or a customer wins. This is really important. I'm going to repeat that. the person or company who is able or willing to pay the most to acquire a customer or lead always wins. So you want to be very aggressive with your bidding and budgets. You don't want to get outranked or outbidded by your competitors, because if your ads are showing all the time right at the top and on multiple platforms like search, display, video, and so on, you are going to dominate your niche, and your competitors won't be able to compete with you. All right. Okay. I'm trying to make a bit of sense from this. Uh, Google Ads. If I have 4 ads, each ads have a 2 different landing page because I want to test. Should I put for two of these landing pages the same conversion? Conversion tracking will always be the same, right? Conversion tracking will always be the same. What you want to do is to A/B split test and use something like Unbounce, or there are lots of these page builder apps which will help you split test or A/B split test, so that you can split them 50-50, 60-40, 70-30, however you want, and just have one URL in the ad and not two, because it's going to be a nightmare to figure out which one is going where and why one is performing better than the other. Split test them, and then in your um, landing page app, you'll be able to see which one is converting. So one page could be with a photo, one could be with a video, and you're split testing, or it could be headline 1 versus headline 2. And when you are split testing, make sure that you only change one thing. There's only one variant. Don't change the headline and the photo and the description and the whole page. Otherwise, you won't know why one is performing better than the other. So this is why it's called split A/B split testing. Just always split test one thing. How to prevent double conversion tracking? A same conversion has been tracked 2 times. One from analytics, one from Google Ads. Yeah, very common and easy to make mistake, but sometimes some marketeers do this deliberately, which is not very good, to inflate the conversions and make the report look better, that look, you're getting so many conversions, and obviously if you double up your conversions, your conversion cost is going to halve. So what I would do is I will keep that Google Ads conversion as primary and make the Google Analytics, which is imported into Google Ads, as secondary. So it will not double count it, but you will see the Google Analytics conversion under the all conversions column, and the conversion column will only reflect the Google Ads one. So it's very easy to do. It'll take like 2 seconds. Where to listen call recording from our landing pages? I'm not sure what you mean by this question. Are you talking about something like Hotjar, where you want to see the visit? No, you're not talking about that. You're talking about call recordings. So you can have a app like CallRail, which will record the calls, and you can listen in after that. Okay. Do you think it's possible to even get invalid conversions? Yes. On the DN, which is display network, I'm seeing a lot of conversion with less than 10 seconds on the site. It's lead generation. Something seems off. Yes, absolutely. Aluba. These are bots. So I don't know why people do it, but it's just a pain in the backside. So there's a couple of things you can do. Put in captcha on your form. So that will minimize this invalid conversions. The other thing is you can try with potentially making the form a little bit longer. So even if somebody is doing it by manually, then they won't bother. You can also do a multi-step or multi-funnel form. So use something like high level or jot form, type form, where only one question comes at a time. Then they have to click the button to go to the next question, and that will minimize these um, spam submission form submissions. So try that and let me know. Okay, could you make a video on how to exclude my YouTube ad from showing on YouTube search? I can't make it because you can't do it anymore. Google has taken out that option now. Wanted to show on in-stream videos only, but it goes to YouTube search as well. Yeah, that is the problem. Well, that's the issue everybody has now, so you have to live with it. Okay, I can see quite a few questions pop in on the chat. Let me stop sharing and bring it up. Please don't leave your comments or questions to the very last second because there is a delay in the transmission and I won't see it. So let's start in the order I've received them. All right. I follow all the steps to record a button click through GA and GTM, but it's not working. It will be pretty impossible for me to comment or to tell you what the problem is without diving into it and looking into the account. So unfortunately, I can't help you. If you struggle, we can help you with this, but it will be a paid service. Okay. Hello, Hosan. Same in the case of conversion tracking after creating on GA and using GTM. Conversion tracking, you got to just fire them if that's what I think it is. You have a thank you page. Fire that pixel, the conversion pixel on the thank you page, right? And there's no reason why it shouldn't be. So the way I would test it is something like what we call Google Tag Assistant. It is a Chrome extension, and you can check it whether the tag has fired or not. And also through GTM, you can test it by doing the preview bit. And if it fires in the preview when you test through the tag manager, then you know it is working fine. If it is not firing, that means you have not set it up properly and you need to have a look at it. Yeah. So I think there is some issue in setting up because it can't be that both the clicks and the conversion tags are not firing in GTM. Anybody who doesn't know what GTM is, it means Google Tag Manager. I would highly recommend you use them because it manages all your tag as the name implies. Tag Manager. Super simple. Once it's set up, conversion tracking, remarketing, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, TikTok, any kind of tag you want to put on your website, you don't need to put on the website. You just control everything from the tag manager. Hi, Asim. They are website who assist in making phrase keyword match. Do you think we can trust to make help conversions? What do you mean by websites who will help in assisting keyword phrase match? I'm not sure what your question is, so if you can rephrase it, I'll try to answer it for you. Sometimes I get a lot of clicks, but not as many phone calls. It could be click fraud. Yes, Vinny. Try there are lots of apps for reducing the click frauds. I won't say it will completely stop it. It could minimize it. Look at your search term report. See which keywords, which search terms triggered your ads, and if there's a particular keyword or search term which is getting you all these clicks, then potentially stop it and see what other keywords bring in, and try long tail keywords in as well, where the volumes will be a little bit lower, but you will get high intent on those keywords. How to make dynamic remarketing campaigns using data layers. This is a very complicated topic as to how you want to set it up. And again, it's very difficult to talk about it rather than demonstrate it. To be honest with you, I'm not the right person to go into the techie bit because I've got my team who does it for me. But what I will do is I'll put this up on our list, and I'll create a video on how to set up dynamic remarketing. It's not very complicated, and we'll put it up on our channel. So stay tuned. How to get new clients for a newly Google Ads agency. Um, I've covered this question many times. What you want to do is to, whether you are new or old, the process is the same. So we right now, I mean, we've been going for 20 years, long time, and we're just about to launch a new Google Ads campaign to generate more leads for ourselves. So first of all, I would say you have to run ads. Practice what you preach. So if you say, I'm going to, if you are offering a service that, okay, I can generate more leads or sales for your business through Google Ads, then you need to be doing the same thing for yourself. You need to spend money, because that's how you're going to really polish up your Google Ads skills. Because when you spend your own money, you don't want to waste it. It's very easy to spend other people's money, and I'm not saying you're going to waste it, but it doesn't hurt you when things are being wasted. So you run your own campaigns. First of all, you learn the skill set. So if you're not running video or display, run it, see what happens, and then you can implement this in for your clients. So first of all, have a really great offer. What is your offer? Create a landing page. And I see so many ads on Google search networks, agencies who are running ads to get new clients for their agency. All they are doing is sending the click from the ad to the home page, which is the worst place to send. So I'm not sure how they run and manage their client accounts if they are running their own campaigns like this. So I would recommend you set up an offer which goes to a dedicated landing page. Have a great irresistible offer, and the call to action could be is to book a discovery call or a strategy call, and get them on a call and try and close them and convert them. That's how I would do it. But you got to have an offer, and you got to run ads if you want to get results pretty quickly. What is max CPC and limited by budget? Max CPC is the maximum cost per click which you are willing to pay. So you tell Google, I don't want to pay more than $5 a click. So that's your max CPC. Limited by budget is Google will more often than not will give you that warning that you are limited by budget because there's a lot more traffic you can get, or a lot more clicks. So you can increase the budget, and you will see that you're getting more clicks and more traffic to your website, which is not a bad thing if you know that your conversions are happening, your cost per conversion or the ROAS is profitable, and your conversion rate is good. So if you increase your budget and your conversion rate stays the same, you are going to increase your business and grow your business. So the most important bit before you scale is, first of all, at best, get to break even point, so you're not wasting money or it's not costing you money out of your pocket. to run ads because otherwise you can't scale. And secondly, um, you you scale when you know that the conversion rate is staying constant. So if you're spending 100 a day, then you go to 150 or 200 and the conversion rate stays the same, you are getting more leads or sales for yourself and for your business. Do I have expertise in Facebook ads too? I can run Facebook ads better than a lot of marketeers out there, but you will never see me advertise for Facebook ads. Is because I want to be known for just one thing. You got to become an expert. So when somebody is thinking about Google ads, and YouTube ads is obviously part of Google ads. So when somebody is thinking about Google or YouTube ads, I want them to think of me as the first name which pops up in their head. So um, I won't classify myself as an expert. We do run campaigns for ourselves, for our own business on Facebook and Instagram. But I do know a lot more about Facebook than a lot of other marketeers. Assalamu alaikum means greetings in Urdu, and my reply to you, sir, would be wa alaikum assalam. Thank you for being here. Tell us what is share impression, lost impression share. So that is limited by um, budget. That means you are losing impression share. Now, so let me repeat this again. There's two ways you can lose impression share. One is by budget, and one is by your bids. So if you're not bidding aggressively, Google will not show you ads more because your competitors are outranking you, outbidding you. So you're going to have less impressions. Budget also is the same. If you don't have enough budget, your ads are going to stop running at midday or 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and then you're going to lose all that impression share through the rest of the day and the evening. So that's what it means. So you don't want to be losing a lot of impression share. That is a really good metric to look at to see how competitive or not your bids, your budget is. Because previously we used to have those ad ranks, right? What the ad position, which Google has taken away. So the next best thing is a search impression share. Okay, I specialize in Google Shopping ads, and my target niche is e-commerce store owners. What do you think about reasonable retainer package and setup fee? As a new agency, I'm confused about pricing. So again, Arshad, thank you for your question. First of all, again, I have been. This is one of the most commonly asked questions, and I've replied to this many times, and I'll reply in the same manner. I cannot answer that for you. I don't know your lifestyle, your circumstances, your overheads. You may be able to live on $50 a day, or you may not be able to run your business on $500 a day. So it really depends on what you want to charge. So if you are new, and I'm talking about this is what I did when I was new, right? I'm not saying to all of you whether you should do this or not. It may not be right because I don't know your circumstances. So we started the business as photographers. Then we ventured into video, website, and then Google Ads. I needed customers. I had no case study. I had no social proof. Nobody knew we could do Google Ads because I was only doing it for myself, for our business. So I went out to our existing clients, corporate customers. I said, I'm going to run Google Ads for you. Don't pay me for, I think it was 60 days or something like that. And if I give you the results, and should you wish to continue, then you pay me. But in return, all I would ask is a testimonial. And that's what I needed. And a lot of people agreed. All they would do is pay for their Google ads. And I started to get that social proof, those testimonials. And then if I do a good job for one business or one person, they're going to talk about me to their friends and family and other colleagues. Then the word starts to spread, and that's the best form of advertising, referral. So, um, and this is how we started, and this is how I started. If you want to go about doing that, you set up a landing page, you put up an offer, and going back to that question earlier on, you got to have an offer. So if you say on that landing page or that offer, I'm going to run your ads for free. All I ask in return is a, a testimonial or a review if you're happy with my service. No strings, no questions asked. There's no um, other things involved. It's just a simple, straightforward offer, which I am offering right now to a very selected number of customers, and then get started. Now, going on to how much you should charge how much value you are adding for that business or to that business. Definitely don't charge a fixed fee because you will never be able to scale your business. You will just keep on working and working and working, and the clients will want more, more, and more. Work on a percentage of basic ad spend. So, if let's say you start with 25% of ad spend and a minimum amount is so much, right? Let's say $1,000. Just keep numbers simple. $1,000, 25% would be 250, right? And that's your minimum. Now, if you do a good job, you're getting more leads, especially for e-commerce stores. If they have the stock and they want more and more sales, they are going to say, Arshad, increase. I need more sales. Okay, I can increase the budget. We can buy more traffic. You go to 2,000 a month. All of a sudden, you are earning 500 because 25% of 2,000 is 500. Then they want more. They go to 10,000 eventually or whenever. You're earning as you grow. So as the budgets increase, then your percentage should go down. So it's a win-win situation for both of you. So hope that helped and I answered your query. But get started. And first of all, if you are new, show the world who what you can do. The best way to show this now, and this is for all of you, put up your expertise, your knowledge, your know-how on LinkedIn and YouTube, or anywhere you want. But LinkedIn and YouTube is the best places to go, especially LinkedIn. And this is why I'm here right now. I've been doing this for, well, since COVID, the first wave of COVID. So it's what, 3 years or so. Every weekday or twice a week, I'm going live to build up my brand so that people know of me, they've heard of me, and eventually they come across my videos and they will hopefully get in touch with me to hire me. Yes, fixed price. Don't go. I made that mistake. That's why I'm saying to you, because I used to be on fixed price, and then they'll say, "Oh, can we not do display ads, or can we not do more search ads, or YouTube and this and that?" And I was working all the hours with for the same money. So yeah, definitely don't go and hold. Be confident, right? I'm not saying be arrogant, but be confident and don't go discounting. That's the worst thing you can do. Yeah, you negotiate. All right, let's. Everybody loves a bargain. Everybody wants a cheaper price, but then you add value to it and don't discount. That's what I'm saying. Cool. Okay, so thank you all very much for being here and for your lovely questions. Without your questions, it would be very boring, and me being on my own over here talking to a computer screen. So I hope you had a great week, and I wish you a great weekend. I'll be back on next Tuesday to answer some more questions, and we'll cover some more topics about Google Ads. So till then, have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you next week.